Welcome back to Boxes of Trauma, things I found in my hoarder mother's condo and storage unit that made me feel things. Did anybody else read this and get like traumatized? I read this when I was probably in like 7th grade and it messed me up. And just flipping through it, I can remember bits and pieces of like specifically. So this girl's like kidnapped and thrown into some like cement box, and she had her typewriter with her coincidentally or something, and maybe reams and reams of paper, and it's pitch black and there's food and water, and she's been kidnapped or whatever. So she's like chronicling her, like she's like having like she's writing letters to people in her past, she's talking about her family, she's chronicling her like trying to get out of the box, and it is like messed up. I should not have read this. This was very scary. I was at a sleepover and I had this book, and I don't know if I found it at my friend's house and then later bought it, or if I brought it with me to read. And whenever I had sleepovers, I had a lot of anxiety about being at someone else's house, and I could never sleep, and I was always scared to death. So everyone would be asleep and I would be awake. And I remember it wasn't like a party sleepover, it was just like me and my friend. And I remember sleeping next to her bed on the floor, reading this book, and I read it just throughout the whole thing in one night because I couldn't sleep. And then I really couldn't sleep after reading it, and it really stuck with me. I've thought about this book for years. I've always remembered this book, and I was wondering if any of you have read this book. You can tell when it came out by the Reeboks with the straps, if you know what I'm saying. Anybody else?